Okay, so I will start this video off by saying that I am very grateful Roblox is giving us events back, and I do very much like the classic event. I think it's incredible and amazing for the most part, and especially the main hub. I absolutely love going around that entire game and exploring the entire thing, and I'm not gonna lie, I still haven't even got around the entire thing just yet. But there is also a lot of reasons people are currently hating on the classic event, and I will also say many of those reasons just are not fair whatsoever, and I think people need to stop purposely trying to find something negative to complain about or say about the classic event. If they don't like the event, that's completely fine, but they do not have to find reasons or excuses that just aren't there or don't exist to hate on this event. So instead, today I want to talk about the real reason that people hate the Roblox Classic event, and also a very valid reason actually, because this is kind of frustrating, especially after Roblox seems to be doing so well with listening to the feedback and the criticism that they got from the hunt. So RBX event hunters, they seem to be like the main ones that are putting this out there in a very coherent way and a more fair way of criticizing the event, rather than being like, grr, let's be negative because we are Roblox players and we love being negative and complaining. So first they said, don't get me wrong, this event has been really cool and all, but some games are just not it. One example could be Driving Empire, in which you have to get 500 points in their new island to get the badges. To earn points you have to complete races or taxi jobs. However, these only give 2 points each and can take up to a whole minute. They also made 2 game passes, one to track ticks and the other to multiply your points. This is ridiculous and insane. So yes, I will say that this is one of the real reasons that people are hating on the event, and also one of the only valid reasons, and it's not because of Roblox as much as it is the developers, or rather some of the developers, because a lot of the games are still doing very well, but a lot of them are also clearly not doing as well, and it's such a shame because for the classic to have 15 games in comparison to the hunt having 100, which by the way was ridiculous and I hate even thinking about it, 15 is such a realistic number and should have been way easier to manage when it comes to quality control for what you have to be doing inside of these games. And for Roblox to even have removed some of the games from the classic, that should have meant that the quality of these remaining games would have been impeccable, but that is clearly not the case. Hurts to see this happening with only 15 games in the event, but oh well, yeah, that's literally the point that I'm trying to make with this. They also said, also, how do they expect us to do all this in 5 days? That's another big thing. It's kind of like using teachers giving people homework as an example. Sometimes they will give you enough homework for it to last like 3 hours or something, not considering that you have other classes and other teachers that will also give you homework, and if each of those teachers does the same thing, giving you hours of homework, not considering that the other teachers are also doing the same thing, you're gonna end up doing nothing but the homework and sometimes even run out of time to complete the homework. So with the classic event having so many of these games, kind of tricking you into staying inside their games for as long as possible, and with some of these quests clearly taking literally hours to complete, without considering that you have 14 other games as well as that one game to also complete within 5 days, it's just not realistic. And that is the main problem with this, and also one of the biggest problems with the hunt. They also said, this will be the first event in years I will not complete, and that one specifically kind of hurts because the classic event, as you can probably tell when you're just going around the hub, it almost could have been one of the best events that they have given us so far. Almost, very nearly. They came so close to doing this absolutely perfectly, but it's falling short entirely because of few of these developers. I am grateful events are back, but this new format of events is just to keep players in the game for as long as possible. Events used to be like, go on this quest to kill a dragon and get an egg. Now it's just stay in the game, make the number go up, now do it again, now do it again. I feel I'm being milked for money. That is a very good way of putting it, because stay in the game, make the number go up, do it again, do it again, do it again. It's kind of very simulator game feeling like, because with simulators, like the entire purpose of those games is just to keep grinding your way through the game with no real purpose or quest or literally anything to what you are doing inside of that game. It's just mindless gameplay for hours and hours and hours, and that is exactly what some of these quests are for the Classic, and that is exactly what people did not want from this, especially after having so many of them do it for the hunt. Personally, I think it's obvious that Roblox did take a lot of the feedback and a lot of the criticism from the hunt. They applied that to the Classic, and that's why I'm saying it almost could have been absolutely perfect, flawless. But there are still some areas that they just didn't take the criticism, or rather they probably thought that it wasn't as big of a deal. I don't know what their thought process was, but I think they really do need to crack down on the quality control for the games that they are including inside of events like this. So maybe next time will be the time that they finally listen to this specific piece of feedback. So please, the comments is the place to go. Tell me what you guys think about the real reason people are currently hating on the Classic event. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.